So Muhammad Hajib invite Yasser Qati to clear it up. Yasser Qati doesn't clear it up. He makes matters worse by saying certain things you don't discuss. Yeah, but by you making that statement, it means you're scared. It means your doctrine's weak. It means you're showing that there's something to be hidden. You're every time you open your mouth, you're making mistakes. Your first mistake was going on to the show. Your second mistake was actually talking about the holes in the narrative and mentioning that terminology that brought that terminology as a famous terminology on the internet right now that started the dismantling of Islam by way of Hatun Tash confronting these people with a 37 Quran. You opened the door for that because they now grabbed that interview and chopped it up and showed so many flaws with what you said when you didn't have to say anything, which is against your standard narrative. Your standard narrative is not to get into controversy, but you did. You said to the person open up the emails and let loose your email. You didn't have to say anything. Nobody would have known anything. They wouldn't have known your statement and what you feel about things, right? And who's the person who actually divulged the emails? And here's the point I'm leading to. What's his name? Imran Ibn Mansur?
Yes.
Dawah man? That person there. Now check it. Oh, you know, I've seen Yasser Qati do this before. He's bending the doctrine and he's hiding things, you know what? I don't like him. And all these Muslim scholars, and they're scared of him. Right? So I'm going to do it. This is what you call youthful, stupid exuberance. The hierarchy of Islam knows the religion is false. They never stepped in. You don't think they knew about what was going on with Hatun Tash? You don't think they got people in England and in America and all across the world knowing what's going on? What do they say about it? Nothing. Because you want a problem to go away, you don't light a match to it. You keep your mouth shut. You understand? No. This fool, youthful, stupid, exuberant, feel that he's on a mission to save Islam from Yasser Qati. Da, 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 da. So he says, I'm going to leak the emails. Remember, it's a private email as well. By your email, fool, by you leaking the email, led to Muhammad Hijab, led to Yasser Qati, talking about the emails on Muhammad Hijab's show to create a fervor of anxiety and anguish and fear that caused thousands of Muslims to leave Islam because they didn't even know there was more than one Quran until that particular broadcast came out. This means if this youthful budding scholar thought he was doing the right thing, if he'd have left it alone and handled it inside like the wise elders do, it wouldn't have gone to this magnitude where Islam started to dismantle Islam. And remember, let's not miss the point. This thing is growing in Africa. So when it reaches African ears and they can study this, they too left. The problem comes in now, not enough Nation of Islam or black scholars know about this fundamental. This is the fundamental core teaching of Islam. If you rip it to shreds like Hatun Tash did, then you get thousands of people leaving. If you highlight the hadith like I did and say, you know what, you know you have no rights and you have to give up your thing, your secret garden, your vagina, even if you don't feel well mentally, you'd have to be sick physically. So if you don't feel well emotionally, you have to have sex with your man. That is not from no Allah. And look how sweet and wicked these people are. They say, what do you do? Well, if I put Allah in there and angels in there, because if you say angels are angry at you and the angels do the bidding of Allah, that means Allah's angry at you. So that means I put Allah and angels at you. And by doing that, you will open your secret garden to me anytime I want sex. What a wicked set of men. What a wicked set of men. What did I say? Clandestine Islamic operatives who put this thing together. That's got nothing to do with no Muhammad saying these are men. How do you know it's men? Let's go again. Sahih Muslim, the second most famous hadith writer, number 758b. Allah descends to the lowest heaven. They make a statement that Allah descends to the lowest heaven. Well, he's descending, he's moving. And if he's moving, he's smaller than the environment he's moving in. And if he goes to the lowest heaven, he's in this solar system. You point out, they say, oh, you cannot think with your own mind because Allah doesn't think or move how we move. What are you trying about? He used the word descend as your hadith. Descend means going down. But that's not even the point. What really is so diabolically stupid for people to accept this hadith. He's descending. And when he gets to the environment of the lowest heaven, the solar system, he's crying out, Allah, who has prayers to supplicate to me? Allah. This is mad. That's a psychotic Allah. What type of God needs to go down to hear your prayers if he's everywhere? Duh. Yeah, but if men made this up, it makes sense. It's nothing to do with Allah. And what is the greatest error in the Quran? Well, there's actually two. Remember, I've gone both sides. I've gone hadith side because there's two fundamentals of Islam, the book itself and hadith. We've covered the hadith, the great errors with two of them. We've covered two Quranic errors. In Surah 9, verse 29, it makes a statement to say, and every Islamic person who does not research this, you're insincere, right? But one thing for sure, there is no such thing as any Jew in any historical record saying that Ezra is the son of God, and you make a comparative statement by saying Jews say Ezra is the son of God like Christians say Jesus is the son of God. No record of any Jew in any historical time ever made that statement. But it's in your book. Clear error. Equal error. Jesus spoke from the cradle as a baby. Not even the Christians have that one. As he's born, he speaks. First of all, the baby's larynx of the human anatomy baby is not developed as an infant. But that's not even the point because that's too deep for them. Hear what? You know the sad thing about that verse is you can't even use common sense in them because they'll just believe it. Okay, then believe this. That comes out of the infancy gospel of St. Thomas from a book that came out approximately 550 years before it.